Intro to AI Ethics, Consent and Likeness. In this video presentation, I'm going to be talking about the ethical issues surrounding AI-generated digital likeness, which is basically when someone uses artificial intelligence to imitate someone else's face, voice, or identity. So in recent years, AI has quickly advanced to the point where it can realistically copy a person's appearance and voice using tools known as deepfakes. Now, deepfakes have been available to the public since as early as 2017, but because of developments in AI video generation, it has become significantly easier to create and showcase deepfakes online. This is evident from the fact that countless studies on the internet show large increases of deepfake usage and AI video generation in the last few years. And when it comes to making deepfake videos, there are now multiple internet tools that anyone can use to alter an image to, for example, make it dance. These are some examples on screen that show video game characters, animals, and even historical figures being deepfaked. And while that all seems fun in games, there is a steadily growing discussion about the multiple ethical issues regarding deepfakes and its usage online. The main problem that is talked about in every single one of these discussions is consent. When making a digital likeness of someone, it is usually okay when you get permission to do it by them, or if the person you're deepfaking is yourself. However, in most cases, people create deepfakes without asking for consent and without knowing if the person they're deepfaking likes it or not. This raises a concern about people unknowingly having AI videos of themselves circulating the internet, and it creates a dilemma on how strict AI deepfake law should be. The first type of situation relating to this is creating deepfakes of deceased celebrities. One notable example of this was when Martin Luther King Jr. became so heavily deepfaked on the app Sora AI that the company had to publicly ban the use of his likeness on the app. This caused a snowball effect over time, and eventually the platform completely stopped the usage of any celebrity deepfake. And overall, when it came to creating deepfakes of deceased celebrities, many people called it distasteful, and they felt like it was mocking the celebrity instead of honoring them. But on the other hand, some people thought it was funny, and you could say that there was no problem with it since the person who died isn't here to see it anyways. But all in all, I don't think this usage of deepfake is ethical in any way, and it's better to just honor their legacy instead of resurrecting them using AI. The second type of situation regarding digital likeness is creating inappropriate content of someone else without their permission. This is probably the most dangerous usage of deepfakes since it could put someone in a bad light, and it could also negatively affect their mental health if it becomes well known. Cases like this mostly come from celebrities being deepfaked. For example, Taylor Swift, when an AI deepfake of her became a viral talking point online. But this kind of situation also happens to regular people as well. In October 2025, a 14-year-old teenager was exposed to fake inappropriate content of her being circulated on social media. Her mother went out and said that her school wouldn't really help them and their local law enforcement didn't know what to do with it. This situation became so big that the entire state of Florida made the creation of inappropriate deepfakes into a felony, and laws against AI were strengthened because of it. Regarding the ethics of this kind of deepfake, this violates consent, causes real harm, and exploits a person's identity for harmful purposes. In no way this usage should ever be considered ethical. This bridges us into the last type of situation, deepfakes used to spread misinformation online. An example of this is when someone makes another person look like they did something bad on video using a deepfake. A popular case relating to this is when pictures circulated on social media of Donald Trump being arrested. And while the pictures were debunked, it prompted a warning amongst people about the risks of being misinformed by AI, especially with the elderly who can't really identify if something is AI at all. Regarding the ethics of this kind of usage of deepfakes, I feel like it is heavily unethical because it manipulates truth, misleads people, and damages trust in society. And when AI becomes more realistic, it might actually lead to situations where people act on something they saw online that wasn't real in the first place, which could lead to negative consequences. Looking into the future, these ethical problems are most likely going to get worse if we don't continue adapting to AI as well. In just a few years, AI has become almost human-like in quality while also being accessible to almost everyone. So to try and help remedy these problems, I would fight for stronger laws to be created to further protect people's identity, and I would make it so that companies would be forced to take responsibility and detect and remove all harmful AI-generated content faster. But in conclusion, as this technology continues to grow, society needs to figure out how to control these ethical problems regarding deepfakes, while also trying to make the entire AI medium better as a whole. Thank you for listening.